Okay, so I'm just going to look at a few different ways to create overlays using video keying techniques. Just going to look at 3 different techniques for these layers here. Let's look at the first one. So I've just put down just a background there. I've got a bit of a blur on this background. I've got a blur on this background here in my effects. Then I've got a bit of a vignette. That's just a color matte with a mask. Then I've got this bit of video here, which is got a key light on it. So if I take the key light and the mask off, you'll see it looks like that. It's just some footage of some little miniature models spinning in 360 degrees. I'm going to just add a key, so I'm going to look at color keying first. We can use a key light 1.2. And to do a key light, I select the screen color with this eyedropper here. Somewhere close to the edge is good. Like maybe there. I can still see the cloth and the raggedy pixels there, so I'll go from final result in the view menu here to combine matte. Now I really want to get something that says white is 100% opacity and black is 0 opacity. So this is an alpha channel looking at opacity on a grayscale between white and black. So let's try that again. I'll reset it. I'm going to turn those guys off. And select that green there and go to combine matte. Now I'm going to push up the screen gain a little bit. I'm going to go into the screen matte and clip black and white. Push the black values a bit more and push the white values. Now I've got much closer to a black and white there. Not too worried about the top. I'll just push the screen gain a bit more out there, I think. Let's go back from combine matte now to final result. That looks pretty cool, but now I'm going to use a mask to get rid of that stuff and this stuff in the edge. We'll do that now. So let's do an animated mask. Just gonna just lost everything outside of the mask, but I'll have to animate that mask. So I still have a bit of a raggedy pixel at the top there. See how it looks after I've done this mask. We'll probably have a few pixels left. I'll do a really rough, quick job of animating this mask. To here. Oops. Okay, so I'll have to push the gain a bit more just to get rid of those. I'll put a feather on that mask. I'll put a 25 pixel feather on it. And I will grab that key light and just push the gain a bit more. Get rid of them. That'll do for now. Now I've probably I can work on that edge a little bit too. I think I could make that edge a bit nicer just simply by shrinking the edge by maybe 0.5. I'm going to go minus 0.5. It's just slightly broaden the edge a bit. Make the screen softness maybe 1 pixel. We can play around with these settings here and get a nicer edge. I'm just going to go with that for now. So that's one way I can, using a color key and a green screen, I can create a key. The other way I'm going to look at is with this ink footage. Now on that one I've done a different kind of key. I've got this linear color key up here. I'll just reset it. Again, I'll just show you where I found that. It's in Effect, Keying, Linear Color Key. I'm going to use that to get rid of the black. Push that down a bit. Choose black in the key color. Play around with this settings here to get that edge quite soft. I'll just solo that layer for a minute so I can just see how it's working. Somewhere there. I'm losing all this in the middle now, aren't I? So I'm going to duplicate this layer, delete the linear color key off my duplicated layer, and now do an animated mask here. Just keep those pixels on the layer above. Yeah. So I'll obviously have to animate that mask path. There. I'll make the opacity, the feathering on that mask maybe 45 pixels, and I can expand it a little bit. Something like that. Now I'm going to animate it over time. Let's go to here, middle. Down there. We'll do just a rough version for now. Just to keep this video nice and short. Come down to here, and I'm going to now really squish that mask down to almost nothing. Almost really bring it in now. And now I'm going to, in one frame, just zoom in on the timeline, I'm going to go in one frame from there, one frame back, get rid of that mask completely. So in one frame it goes from off screen, on screen, then it'll start expanding. Now I can see, I can tweak it a little bit, go some in-betweens. Right there it needs to be a bit further up, isn't it? More up there. And we'll do one more in-between frame and then I'll move ahead. Alright, that'll be for now. Unsolo those two layers. So the last one I've done is this circuit board footage here, which is really simple. It's just a bit of black footage, which wouldn't key very well. But I've pushed the contrast of it a little bit with a levels effect. It's a bit more contrasty. I've just pushed these black and white values close together to get a very strong sort of crunch the contrast. And then I've changed the blending mode from normal to add, just to get a bit of that over the top. So there's three different ways you could sort of merge and blend and overlay video that use two different types of keying, and the third one uses a blending mode. Just let that run preview, we can watch it in real time. Second, alright, that'll do, let's play that. There's lots of other different keyers you can use as well, but I think Keylight 1.2 is a really great place to start looking at some footage to deal with green screen footage. We've also got some effects on that background, spinning houses, which I didn't turn on. I've got a levels on there and a color balance to bring it into the same color space as the background, with warm colors like the background.